All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams... These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, what? Middle. 54. What's that? 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch the eye. Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert flare.
On first down, Jefferson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check. Check 37. Safe. Check 3.
On second down now, Jefferson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Allen. Cooper's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Pats territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 45 on second down, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check 24. Alert. Slam.
Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be, and what do we need?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. On second down, Michel. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Always got some breathing room. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Tim Williams makes the tackle. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You better be afraid of me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
Let's get there. Mike's 50.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Regular.
On second down, Jefferson gets around him. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Alert 3, last 85.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson.
Got you, boy.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Allen's throw is complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
It's caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Jefferson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Brats.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Michel, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On the ground, this is Michel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
They won the first battle.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Jackson. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw, it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson to Michelle on the screen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gostkowski's kick is good, and the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily, though.
On the ground, Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. On third down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Michel. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Jackson, and that will be incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's Michel once again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down now, Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Patriots.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.